As a young man, Justin Wang was an investor and had been the president of a Swedish beauty tech brand that specializes in face cleansing products before founding his own company. A son of an immigrant family, Justin grew up with an entrepreneurial spirit, always striving to create a better world for his family and himself. Justin had always dreamed of creating something that has a positive impact on the world. Fast forward to a few years ago, Justin took a chance, left his safe job and investment to create LARQ, which was launched in October 2018. His company was so successful that he ended up having the courage to ask for the highest valuation ever on Shark Tank. This is the story of how a young child of an immigrant family grew up to make his dreams come true, and how LARQ became Shark Tank's highest evaluated company. Justin has always been a guy who loves the outdoors, enjoys nature, passionate about wellness and the environment. When he was thinking of entering the entrepreneurial world, he started thinking about the things that he cares about the most and the environmental impact of our current water consumption. He created LARQ by thinking of combining innovative technology, a beautiful product design, and great marketing strategies to change the way people hydrate, as he was aiming for a more sustainable way. LARQ's co-founder and Justin's friend, Dr. Douglas Collins, was already working on the innovative technology that would help make the idea come true. So Justin started doing extensive research on the consumer market and identified a few problems that everyone is facing, which he tried to directly solve and create the ultimate solution with LARQ. Although the market was flooded with reusable water bottles that are found in immense numbers on supermarket shelves, they only made up around 5 or 6% of the overall market. In fact, consumers use on a daily basis single-use plastic water bottles that take over the market, which in itself is about a $300 billion worldwide market. Justin found out that people actually consume around 1 million single-use plastic water bottles every single minute. After doing the extensive consumer studies, Justin concluded that the problem isn't about the availability of reusable water bottles, but the fact that reusable bottles aren't providing what the consumers are actually looking for. All of the reusable bottles end up collecting dust at the back of the cabinets because they start to smell after a while and become unusable. What consumers actually want is to have water that they can trust on the go, and reusable water bottles do not provide that. The idea of providing hydration, infiltration, and purification on the go in one solution is at the core of the idea behind LARQ from day one. Alongside his co-founder Douglas Collins, a PhD holder in physics from Caltech, and a veteran of the semiconductor and lead space, Justin created the LARQ bottle. It is a reusable drinking bottle that uses UV lights with a touch of a button. Within 60 minutes, the technology helps to purify and neutralize any harmful bacteria that causes bad odor from the water inside the bottle. Justin understands that many consumers are interested in the design as water bottles are used as a fashion accessory, but the technology solved major safety, as well as taste issues that many consumers suffered from with the available water bottles on the market. Other reusable bottles are difficult to clean and tend to build bad odor, and eventually become inconvenient for long-term use. LARQ's founders managed to take 10 foundational patents and created a great bottle design that eliminates up to 99.99% of biocontaminants, like E. coli, from both the bottle itself and the water within. With its sleek design and innovative idea, the bottle is priced at a little under $100. When the button is pressed, the top of the bottle lights up with an optical system that is designed to reflect the UV light that bounces off the inside of the bottle to clean it in a way that no other bottles can be cleaned. The LARQ bottle has 2 modes. The normal mode takes 60 seconds, and the adventure mode takes up to around 3 minutes, and it can be used if one is out camping or anywhere where the user does not trust the water. The UV light cleans up the water within to be equivalent to the cleanliness of boiling water for around 20 minutes. Shark Tank Season 12 Episode 21, Justin Wang appeared on the stage with a little smile and got right into his valuation. He greeted the sharks, introduced himself, and directly asked for $500,000 for 1% of his company. The sharks started laughing uncontrollably in ridicule at the offer, which they deemed to be too ridiculous. Unfazed with their reaction, Justin started with his pitch with the utmost confidence in his bottle. He began by explaining the problem that everyone goes through and asked if anyone has noticed the funky smell that comes from the reusable water bottles. When he started laying out the facts and statistics about the bacteria found in such bottles, the immense number of plastic water used per minute, and the overall market of plastic water bottle consumption, he started to get the attention of the sharks back, and their laughter died off. He explained about the LARQ bottle's innovative and patented UV technology that kills 99.99% of bacteria, mold, and viruses that cause that funky smell within reusable bottles. A press of a button would give consumers a pristinely clean bottle with fresh water inside that has great taste. He ended his pitch by asking the sharks who was thirsty for a great deal. Robert Herjavec was still mesmerized with the valuation that Justin laid down on them right after getting on the stage, and asked him again if he heard him right when he asked for $500,000 for 1% share. After Justin confirmed his valuation in confidence, Kevin O'Leary congratulated him for the highest valuation that they ever had on Shark Tank history, revealing the numbers of LARQ. While the sharks were still in shock from the valuation, almost all of them seemed to believe that this was a good product. Damon John even revealed that he in fact owned a couple of the LARQ bottles already. After explaining more about the technology and answering some questions about it, Kevin wanted to understand why LARQ is worth $50 million. And that's when Justin started revealing the actual numbers. The first year after launching the LARQ bottles, Justin said to the awestruck sharks that they had made a little over $5.5 million in sales during 2019, and in the following year, LARQ has made over $9 million. Justin explained that they are expecting to make $14 million during 2021. His company at the time of airing the Shark Tank episode had managed to raise $6.7 million at a $31.7 million valuation. Justin also said that 1% of their gross revenue goes to their charity partner that builds wells in Africa, which really impressed the sharks in LARQ's social commitment to provide access to clean water globally. His numbers fascinated the sharks, and their faces at this time didn't reflect that same ridicule they felt when he first revealed his valuation at the beginning. And so they jumped afterwards right into business and started negotiating for a deal. Kevin offered Justin $500,000 for 4%, while Lori offered the same amount for 5%, and things stopped looking promising for Justin. Robert then gave another offer for $500,000 for 3% in addition to 2% advisory shares. Justin counter-offered with a suggestion for the three sharks to team up and given $1.5 million, so $500,000 each, for 4.5% and 1% advisory shares. This is when Robert got dissatisfied and backed out, and the final deal left Kevin and Lori partnering up and offered Justin $1 million with each shark paying $500,000 for 4% and no advisory shares. Justin took the deal and walked away triumphant from the highest valuation seen on Shark Tank. How is LARQ doing now? Justin admitted that after appearing on the show, he had reached a large number of new audiences, and he confessed that this had helped his company a lot. He added that the timing right after the pandemic was just right, because everyone had wellness and sustainability on their minds after going through 2020, and the idea and theme of LARQ couldn't be more relevant than at the time of airing the show. Nevertheless, he still believes that this has only accelerated LARQ's journey that they were already on, and the confidence he has about his innovative product isn't misplaced. After airing the Shark Tank episode, the deal that Justin accepted with Lori and Kevin never really went through, but the company managed to raise $10 million after that episode. In September of 2020, a little after airing the episode, LARQ managed to raise another $11 million to develop their second product, which Justin briefly discussed on the show. LARQ's new product, the LARQ Pitcher, has already been added alongside the LARQ bottle, and it takes water purification to another level. While traditional water pitchers use a filter, what that filter actually does is trapping contaminants within it where they can quickly accumulate and multiply. The LARQ Pitcher Reverse contaminates the water by taking a two-step approach. The first thing it does is catch lead, cadmium, and mercury. The second step is after pressing the button, which will purify the water that has gone through. Currently, the LARQ pitchers are in stock and available to be sold. Prior to that, they managed to pre-sell 20,000 pitchers. In 2021, LARQ managed to hit their prospective target and ended up making at the end of the year $20 million in sales. For 2022, they are projected to make $30 million in revenue. LARQ has proved to be the valuation of the century and has ended up winning after that episode regardless of whether the Sharks went in or not.